Hey.
Welcome back to Elden Wyrm, episode 41. We have access to behind the Carian manor. An area known as the Three Sisters. Which is referring to three towers. One over here, and one over here. Three wizard towers. One that is sealed off, we cannot access yet. One. Huh? What's that? What did I just kill? I don't know. One that is protected by a dragon, and one that is further down the slope. I, however, realized I forgot to do something back at the round table. So, before I go skip past that dragon, because I have reasons for wanting to skip past that dragon, I am going to talk to Roger.
Ah, hello. I was hoping to see you. My examination is complete. Here's the knife print back, with my thanks. Now I have a fairly good idea who performed the rite upon the blade. The person who orchestrated the Night of the Black Knives. Lunar Princess Rani. One of the children born to King Consort Radagon and his first wife, Ronala. Demigod and sister to General Radahn and Praetor Rykard. Hers was the name I discovered in the imprint. Truly, you have my thanks. But if I might be so bold, I would like to ask something more of you. If Rani truly is the one who plotted that fateful night, then she should bear the curse mark of destined death somewhere upon her flesh. I would like you to procure it for me. And then all will be laid bare. I will have the answers I have sought for so long. I have some idea of Rani's potential whereabouts. There's a manor to the north of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. It is the familial home of the Carian royals, from whom Rani descends. There's been talk of the old royals' vassals gathering there in recent years. Rani's whereabouts since the shattering are a well-kept secret. She hasn't been seen even once, but I suspect she might have returned to the manor in which she was born.
Well, I can tell you that she's not in the manor, but maybe we can find more clues about her there.
I'm afraid there's something I must tell you. Do you know of those who live in death? The very notion of life in death defies the Golden Order. By Dee's account, these defiled fiends must be expunged. But truth be told, I seek the curse mark to save them. You may find this peculiar, but I discovered something in my examination of the Night of the Black Knives. These souls have committed no offense. They have every right to life, only they happen to touch upon a flaw in the Order. Yes, indeed. If Dee knew what drives me now, he would surely boil over with rage. Or perhaps he would even feel some pity. But no need to fret. None of that will come to pass. I can tell a good lie when I need to. The battle art you've learned is of the Glintstone family. They were conceived at the Great Academy of Raya Lucaria, to the north of this castle. In the past, they obeyed laws which contravene. Fascinating, isn't it? That the Golden Order was pliable enough to absorb practices that contradicted itself in the past. With the Order broken, twisted, and in need of repair, such adaptability is more important now than ever. If Lunar Princess Rani truly is the one who plotted that fateful night, then she should bear the curse mark of death. Would you be willing to procure? She may have returned the royal.
Okay. Very well. And yeah. So, he wants us to find Rani. And so we will. Rani is in fact pretty close. She wasn't in the manor, but she certainly was near the manor. An area protected by the manor. Because Rani can be found here by the Three Sisters. But before we go visit Rani, I want to check out something else. There's one area left. Ooh. Crystal Bud. There's one area left of the Carian Manor that we have not accessed yet. And that dragon is very spooky. Yeah. There we go. There, now we're looking out over the grace down there. And there's a friendly wizard here. And some strange catatonic but not entirely dead looking Knights of the Cuckoo. Well, soldiers of the Cuckoo. Was there a ladder I could kick down or something? No? I think this is the only way to get here.
Oh, you? Sorry, your worship. I apologize for any offense given. I am Pidia, servant to the Carian royal family. I am charged with maintaining these ghastly dolls. Ah, your worship, allow me to be of use. Other than the puppets, there are some very fine things up here in this storeroom. Why not pick something out before you go? But please, can you offer poor ill-starred Pidia a little something by way of compensation?
What do you have? Ooh, a ritual pot. And a Glintstone Craftsman cookbook. And a weathered map. Actually, he sells kind of cool stuff. A larval tear. Carian retaliation. The ritual pot. Good stuff. I need to come back there with some actual... I need to come back there with some actual resources. Some actual runes. I'm gonna place a little mark that I've got still unresolved stuff there. He's got a bunch of stuff that I want. Hey. Excuse me. There's one more strange thing here. That crab constitutes a strange thing. Here's the interesting thing about this strange silver crab. You know, besides its ability to completely yeet itself off the area where it was standing. Ooh. This is tricky. I need to be very careful to not accidentally fall down on top of the crab. But that crab was silver. And those silvery crabs, they're kind of special. It's a little hard to explain. But they're not like the other crabs. Now, crabs are remarkably adaptable. We've seen one with death blight growing on it before. But like, they normally don't have such a neat glossy carapace. And that one, however, there's good reason to believe that that silver crab and others of its ilk are actually homunculi, artificially crafted crabs. Oh. Now then, time to visit this tower. We're going to do so from outside the dragon's viewpoint. Don't want to mess with the dragon. Literally, because, small spoiler warning, there's no point to messing with that dragon. That dragon, killing that dragon doesn't yield us any reward. Not even a dragon heart. I'll demonstrate some other time why. Right now, I am just going to keep continuing up the tower that it was very poorly guarding. Well, well, well. What do we have up here? Hey. That is a strange doll. And it looks to be alive.
Oh. Again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
You must be Rani the Witch, behind the Knight of Black Knives.
I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed, I am the witch Rani. I stole a fragment of the Rune of Death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away, and it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved. And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act not to bury the past, nor in shame of the deed, but all the same, thy begging compels me not a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone.
No, I have no intention of leaving.
The curse mark thou now.
Hey.
The curse now.
But Rani, I have something else that I want from you. That spooky dragon is being spooky. Very well. Actually, I think I know how I can continue my conversation with Rani. I'm gonna have to talk to Iji. Iji, after all, knows about the Carians.
Brave tarnished. here to put my old bones to work again. I've explained the peril of the enchanted snare that remains at the Royal Carian Manor. Whatever you do, brave
But E.G., I went past the manor, and I spoke to Rani. Oh, I remember. So, the reason why this is difficult for me is because I never did the Roger part before now. I'll talk to Roger again.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need?
Rani cast off her curse mark.
I see. When Rani shed her flesh, she shed the curse mark too. You know, not everyone would trust such a tale. But if she in her current form is nothing more than the living doll you profess, then perhaps it's true after all. Forgive the bluntness of the notion, but how would you like to become one of Rani's vassals? Only in order to get what we want, of course. The location of the body which bore the curse mark, which right now I haven't the faintest. And the best way to find out is for you to enter her service and take a poke around on the sly. I know you've got what it takes. Not only are you a superb fighter, but people want to trust you. I've seen it. Can you become Rani's vassal to advance her? While in her service, you'll be and determine that I realize that I'm asking you to put, but I know you've got what it takes. Quite possibly.
Okay, Roger. I mean, I intend to enter Rani's service, but because I genuinely intend to enter her service. Though perhaps I will leave that up to viewer discretion of what ending I will pick. But the Rani questline is one that actually opens up a specific ending to the game. But I intend to fully complete her questline. It is one of the more in-depth, more involved, longer and more interesting questlines that really sheds a lot of the game's lore.
The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone. Oh, is that so? Thou wouldst render me aid. Is that thy proposal? Affording thyself opportunity to grope about for the curse mark's location, no doubt. Very well. There's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme. What's more, if my past and past wounds beckon to thee, I am curious enough to see what thy destiny portends. I'll allow it. Enter my service, and good hunting to thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. And there wilt thou find E.G., my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same. Speak with thou needst not. Okay. It hath been a passing.
Oh, she was saying something new.
Speak with the three who await thee below. Thou needst not indulge them unduly, but they too wish to appraise thy worth. It hath been a passing long time since a newcomer entered my service after all.
Yeah, a passing long time. One thing that is very hard to know about Elden Ring is exactly how much time passes between a lot of the events, even that we are playing through. The whole Night of Black Knives and the death of Godric, I think, was hundreds, maybe even thousands of years ago. and the world has been stagnating ever since. And the shattering of the Elden Ring, and all the other things that have been happening. And the way that time seems to pass between various events that we also accomplish leads me to believe that every time that you rest at the site of grace, it might be more than just days that go by. Don't know why I'm breaking all these things. Anyway, hello EG.
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Carian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Rani, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
It's cool, EG. You're cool. I like you. And hey, look, it's Blythe! Hey, Blythe.
Long time, friend. Blythe. Have you forgotten?
No, I
Glad to
haven't.
have you in the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the... See if I can't find... Don't keep me waiting.
Right, so we'll see Blythe in the well through the Mistwood. And then this asshole.
I see. You must be Rani's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Selvis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts.
And super creep.
I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you. I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit, should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Rani. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady? I reside. Come and pay me, should you.
Well.
If it were up to me, but who...
Well, I've spoken with all of them. Two of them I really like. One of them is a complete and fucking creep. And an asshole. But we are going to make use of that creep and asshole. There are benefits to be gained. And arguably we can use that creep and asshole to maybe do something about a different creep and asshole. Though, then again, that other creep and asshole might have more complexity to him than I'm giving him credit for right now.
Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise. I shall soon end, and it will be some... I have high look...
Excellent. Well, there's just a tiny bit more that we can do here behind the manor that'll also include in this episode. Oh. And now their projections are gone. Rest of the site of grace. How we're doing on the level? Okay, yeah, we're super broke. That's okay though. Let's see, left or right? Well, I guess right first. Let's go visit Celevis. Please ignore me, dragon. You don't see us. Nope, we're not here. Hello, Sylvis.
Well, you took me at my word. Did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze. I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nefeli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you?
I will accept your task.
Good, good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question. Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon. I've no time for idle. The only thing I will hear from you is a report of your task's completion. Are we understood? Then off you trot. I have enough on my plate.
Well, I don't know, you're kind of a dickhole, but I want to see what else is up in your tower. Did you keep treasure up? Don't you keep treasure up here? If so, I want it. You're an asshole, therefore, by international right of don't be a dick, I get to steal your treasure. A memory stone. Always useful. I really want to beat them up, but first we've got to go and find something. And do a bunch of other stuff. And, let's see, it's somewhere in these ruins. And where every ruin somewhere, has a basement. Maybe a handful of exceptions. Wasn't it somewhere over here? No? Here? No. Up here? Somewhere. Bacteria leaf. Somewhere up here is a ruin that I'm looking for. Did I miss it? Am I not in the correct section of ruin? Maybe it's near the ruins that Adula is guarding. Or maybe it's in these ruins over here. No? Yes? Maybe? Some frame drops. A lot of frame drops. I have no idea what was going on there. I guess it was up then. Up in the ruins here. Adula, don't mind me. It's a good dragon. Ah! Must be here. There we go. Found it. This place is strange. There's an omen killer here. Looking catatonic. And this strangely clothed person. This young bard looking fellow. A young finger maiden. A young man with a pot on his head. Celivis puppet, do not touch. Hey, that looks an awful lot like Selen. Well, Celivis, why do you have a basement of catatonic people? Does it have something to do with the potion that you want us to feed to this warrior maiden? Uh-oh. Adula spotted us. No, Adula, no! Don't mind us, Adula. Okay, I think she lost us. Yeah, we don't have to fight her. We don't get anything for a fight here. So we won't fight her. Oh jeez, I just noticed. I still have the Deathbed Companion curse. There we go.
I've no time for idle chit-chat. The only thing I will hear from... Are we understood? I have enough. I've no... The only thing I... Are we... And I have enough.
Maybe I need to talk to him later. Very well. I will have just a few more small things to round up back here before we can go somewhere else again. Anyway, Celivis potion, yeah. Let's see what it actually says in the item description. Small flask received from Preceptor Celivis containing a cloudy tonic of bluish black. Find Nepheli, ensure she drinks it. Well, I have no intention of feeding that potion to Nepheli. And letting her join... Excuse me? I never noticed those guys before. What? Bunch of invisible nobles wandering about here. Oh well. Right, here's some doggos. We'll leave the doggos alone. There we go. I wanted that. Frozen armament. Going around the outside here a little bit. There's a graveyard with some grave gloveworts. Always useful to pick up some gloveworts. Pretty sure there was something else still around here too. Is there an item here? Oh, hello. Oh, the Albinoric ashes. Yeah, that's it. Grave gloveworts. And a big red wolf, which we will leave alone for now. There's only one other thing that I'm going to gather up here. I am, however, going to mark that wolf for later. The only other thing I'm doing this episode is this Everjail. Which I'm curious if I can do. Oh, okay. Did the rot stick? The rot did stick. Okay. Run, 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 run. Actually, oh well. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to press that button. That's okay. I want some blood flame blade. Oof. Alright. There we go. Beat the stuffing out of you. You got the spell Meteorite, which is, you know, it's a spell. We're not going to use it. But hey! Oh, there's one other tiny little thing that I'm just going to squeeze into this episode, I guess. I'm really starting to stretch what else I can grab in Liurnia that's actually interesting for us to grab. Yeah, there's still like a couple of things here and there, because there just is a lot. You might have noticed that there is a lot in this game. Just a lot. I never realized there was a little band of nobles wandering about here. Anyway, so this is the other thing that I wanted. Another teardrop scarab. You're doing a little figure 8, right? Dang it. Haha, gotcha. Ash of War, Hoarfrost Stomp. Ooh. Cintrina's Lilies. Good stuff. I like Cintrina's Lilies. They're good. They're really rare and precious flowers. There's only a limited amount that in the world that grow, and they don't respawn, unlike most other flowers. Oh well. Yeah, we are severely starting to run out of stuff in Liurnia. So, the next thing we've got to do... I need to buy all of Pidia's cool loot. He's got a bunch of cool loot. And then... we should probably go meet Blythe in the Siofra River well below the Mistwood. We've got a whole entire zone down there to explore as well. For all, that wouldn't just give you a map for underground if there wasn't an underground to explore. So we'll see that next time. And until then, boo!